Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of the tutorial. So let's take a look on what we did on the last video. So we already have you already know how to use the stack layout and the carousel view. Also you already know how to stack something in front of the something like let's see on this carousel view we have a frame and we have the image and we have a label over here. So the next part is we are going to fill these two things. Oops, okay, these two things, and then we are going to move into detail page. Okay, let's take a look on how we can achieve that thing. So let's continue our coding. Before we start, I'm going to pin my emulator. So let's see. I'm going to shrink the size of my emulator. Alright, so we already have the control carousel view control. Then we need uh, another thing here. So you can see over here we have a title over here, and then right side of the screen we have a button or label that when user click it can show all the categories. Alright, let's go create that first. Like I told you before, we need to create a stack layout so we can have a multiple control in it. And then the stack layout, we need to set the orientation to horizontal because we need to those two labels sitting next to each other, not below or above. So I'm just going to copy this label and then another label, but I'm going to change to light gray and then change the text to show all. Let's see what does it say. Feeling adventurous, adventurous, feeling adventurous. I don't know if I'm spelling correctly. Right. Okay. And then next part is I'm going to set for this one of the horizontal option to end and expand. So let's see the result. So you can see over here we have two labels sitting next to each other, but then for this one I'm going to reduce the size to maybe 18. Alright, and then to 9. I don't need it to be a bold text, but before that vertical text alignment need to be centered. So you can see over here center. So okay, looks well over here. We're going to just change something over here. Right, you can actually change the fonts. I will show maybe on other tutorial specifically how you can change the fonts, but for now we are going to use the default font. And then we have a multiple, what we call this, icon. I usually use a font option, but for now just use an image button. So let's see how we can use it. Same like before, I'm going to wrap it inside the stack layout. Actually down here. And then inside the stack layout, I'm going to wrap another thing on the stack layout. Orientation set to the horizontal. And here, I'm going to make a two thing, image button, source. For now, let's Google the icon first. Icon PNG. This is just for the example. I request 50. Use the wait request. I don't need to use the wait request. Alright. It's better for you to use the what we call, you can put your icon inside the asset folder. It's better for the better use of the icon. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another label. Just going to copy up here, but please remove the horizontal option. Actually put as a center. Same goes to the image button. Kayak on 10, margin 10. Alright, and then the next part is I'm going to copy. Right. Alright, but you need to put it as a center. So on the parent of the stack layout, I'm going to put the horizontal option to center and expand. And then each of this thing, we'll put the margin of 5. Alright, and then to have a better look, I'm going to put it as this thing. Alright, I think it won't make any obvious result if I don't use this. Let's see. Alright, I need it to be in here, so I'm going to put the option to start and expand. But then I need it to separate until here, so I'm going to put the margin of 15. Alright, so we already have an image button over here. So you can use your own icon, and then I'm just going to change the text. Balloon hiking. So you can see over here we have a problem of text. How we are going to fix it is actually pretty simple. If you can see over here, background color, width. So you can see if any text more than this red thing, it will push down. So what I'm going to do is increase the width request of 60. Switch this to, alright, and then this one I'm going to just put 5. To have a better option, I suggest you to use the scrollable view, wrap it inside the stack layout, so you won't have any problem if the screen size is different. So we still have the problem over here, so suggest increase to 100. Right. The next part is, okay, we won't touch this one because you can actually use the same method of the carousel view, but instead of using carousel view, just use a normal stack layout and collection view. Alright, the next part is we are going to design this pretty detailed page. So let's stop our emulator, create a new item of content page, name as a detail page. Alright, then on app.xaml.cs, I'm going to change this to the detail page. Start your emulator. Alright, so we already start our emulator. Let's go to the detail page. Let's see this one. Okay, let's create a base first. So we have a frame, like I said before. You want to make a background like this, use a frame. So let's make a frame over here, and then we have a stack layout with frame, another frame. Yeah, pretty much that's it for the base. And for this one, let's make a grid. So we need to wrap it in grid so we can have a effect like this. So let's create it first, grid, and then like I said before, make a stack layout, then frame. So let's see the height request, maybe 400. So the frame, the image source. So let's use the before this, the image of the first one. Let's go to the main page. Let's copy this link. Expect fill. Alright, I'm going to change the image. I'm going to use this one. Alright, but we have a problem over here. Like I said before, frame have the default padding of 10, so change to 0. So we have this thing already, so it's pretty nice, but we need to increase the height request. So I'm going to increase to 600, and then we have this one. So what I'm going to do is make another grid inside the stack layout, cut it and put it inside the grid, and then we can have the stack layout, and this will appear in front of our frame. So let's see if I create the label. So I'm just going to copy on the main page.xaml the label, so it will save our time, white, and then to be white, I'm going to reduce the opacity 0.7. What does it say? Breathtaking Antelope Canyon Tour. So breathtaking of ocean. So you see it appear on here, but then we doesn't need to be bold, and then the font increase to 26. Alright, but then it's you need to put it in the end of the stack layout. So it's easy, just use a vertical option to end and expand. So we push it down, but it's weird because it doesn't push it down. Let's see our grid first. Yellow color to red. Okay, I see. Actually, and expand. I misspell it. So we already push it to the end of the grid, and then I think we can make the label bigger, and then I'm going to change the margin from using on the label. I'm going to use it on the stack it out, and then I'm going to increase it to 20, 15, 15. Alright. Actually, I'm going to put it this one 15, and the margin of below is 25. 25 doesn't look much, so 45, 45. Alright, actually this one is for bottom margin. I forgot about it. But it's okay. Let's continue. So as you can see, we actually have something on the right side. So you can use a grid, what we call that? Column and row. So let me show you. So grid, row definition. So we have two row, one and two rows. So let's make a row definition of height. I think it's actually a column definition, not row. Let's see, I forgot which one is for vertical and horizontal column. Request maybe 5, and then another column definition. I'm going to put this auto. Okay, there's a problem over here because we actually need the grid column inside of our stack layout. So I'm going to delete this, and then in here I'm going to make another grid and make the grid definition. And then for this one, grid dot column 0. Alright, and then we have another one. So I'm going to put the stack layout. So to see this thing work, I'm going to put the background color to red and the grid dot column to 1. So you can see it will appear on the right side. So this is what I mean by using grid, column, and row definition. So in here, I will put this as a 0. No, let's put it as a 15. Right, let's put the star. So we have a label, we have a star, but for the sake of the tutorial, to keep it simple, I'm just going to put a label. So label to label. Alright, like 322. I'm going to put 100 previews, preview. Then this shrinking to 4.0. I'm going to increase this one, or maybe 3 would be enough. Yes. And this is too big, so maybe 18. Right. And then to make it center, the usual horizontal option, center. Oh, forgot to remove this red background. Alright, so let's see the design. Yep, we already achieved this one, but suggest we put the, where is it? Okay, the vertical option to start and expand. I think I'm going to remove it. Instead, I'm going to put this as a 55. So we have a space to put our circle button here. Alright, let's see what happens if we have a longer title, breathtaking ocean, breathtaking ocean, making of the ocean, nation ocean, 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 ocean. So it will push down. Alright, let's see. Next part is, let's create a frame with this nice border. So why border? Alright, we already done for this one. And then the next part is making. Alright, where is it? Okay, so we have the frame 600 high. So this stack layout, and we need another stack layout. Or maybe you can use frame corner radius 20, and then okay, my suggestion is this one, put it inside this one, because we are going to face a problem with the responsive view. Okay, and the high request, okay, I'm going to put this inside the frame, and this one vertical option to fill and expand. See what happened. So this is what happened. So I'm going to reduce the high request in here to 300 only, cut the until half. It's to 150. Alright, and then the next part is I'm going to put the vertical option to fill and expand. So it will expand until here, but alright, we do have a problem because I need this to be a little bit upward. So margin 0, negative. and 0, 0. Let's see, is it working? Yep, it working. So maybe increase it to 30. Alright, so this doesn't matter. Actually, if you want the corner radius to be just for the top corner, you can use the great library called Pancake View. But for this tutorial, I won't use it. But I think I do use on the previous tutorial. You can check it out. The corner radius I'm going to reduce to 25 to make it more obvious. Let's see. Alright, nice. So the next part is, actually I'm going to create another grid over here. It makes more sense to our thing. So this thing, right. Then on the frame itself, what I'm going to do is we need to create another, call this frame. So the next frame I'm going to put in here, but to make it obvious for first, as a red, corner radius increase to 50, but this time I'm going to set the height request and the width request to maybe 100. So the width equal to 100. You can see over here. Then I'm going to put the horizontal option to start and expand. Also the vertical option to start and expand. But then it's look too, what we call it, too big. So I'm going to reduce to 60. Oh, actually, this might be a good idea to put a margin of it. Actually, this one. Heading to 0. Let's see. Nothing happened yet. It's okay. I'm going to just to make sure. Then heading to 0. Alright, so we're going to set the padding to 5. Let's see how big it is. I think this is quite enough. Because like I said before, the frame has a default padding of 10. So I'm going to reset it to 5. Okay, 50 look well. Then for the horizontal option, I'm going to put SAM and expand. So it will come on the right side. Alright, the next part is I'm going to put the margin of, on the left and the right side, I'm going to put as a 15, and on top I'm going to put as negative 20, and others is negative 15, 15. Let's see. I don't think it's enough yet. So let's double it to 40. Not enough. I'm going to add another 5, and for the left side, I'm going to add another 5. Okay, looks great in here, but then we have a problem. The 100 review is too close with our frame here, so I'm going to go up here and then increase to 85. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to change it to white, and then has shadow to true. Okay, we have a problem here, so because we don't see a shadow, so what I'm going to do is frame dot shadow. I does not remember how to use this property, but the thing is you can always check the documentation. So before that, let's find the icon for this one. Save icon. usual image source, and then expect this one, expect field. Okay, too big, so I'm going to put a margin of 10. Still too big, margin of 15. Alright, looks nice here. Alright, it's appear that frame shadow is only supported in some device or some platform. But don't worry, we can still achieve the same look by install some library, actually awesome library that called Pancake View. So let's go to the NuGet packages, right click on solution, manage NuGet packages, and then you can see, make sure you have installed the Xamarin Android Support Compact because Pancake View might depend on it. Let's use Pancake, install the latest stable version. In my case, I installed the 2.3.0.759 install. And then in the detail page, instead of using frame, I'm going to use a pancake view control. So pancake view. And then you need to bring the namespace. So here the namespace. Make sure to remove the hash shadow. And then how do you apply the shadow is by using the bindable property of pancake view dot shadow, and then pancake drop shadow of color, thing black, and then blur radius to 1, and then offset maybe 1 1. So offset is defined by x value and y value. So let's see the result. So this is the result, but we cannot see it yet. So let's set this blur radius to maybe 3. Okay, so you can see over here, we now have a blur inside our frame, actually on our frame, but the blur radius is too strong. I'm going to set to maybe 10, maybe more, 15. Okay, 15 look nice, but I think it's better set maybe offset 2. I think it's better for 0 and 0. Let's see. Okay, I think this look nice, and then we are going to continue this part on the next video or next part, which is part 3. And if you like this video, don't forget to click subscribe and like, and yeah, thank you for watching.